everyone. Welcome. Here's part 8 to the If They Hadn't Met Tsukkiyama series. I hope you enjoy. For the past week, Yamaguchi had been fumbling and tumbling every time Tsukkiyama was near. For anyone else, he was being plainly obvious about his feelings. But for Tsukkiyama, he was just acting weird. It has been 1 week since the breakdown issue, and it was now Friday. After trying his best to act normal for the past week but completely failing at it, Yamaguchi has decided that it was enough, that he needed to do something as soon as possible. So he contacted Hinata, asking him if they could have lunch together, and after getting an affirmative response, he texted Tsukkiyama letting him know that he won't be able to have lunch with him. Entering the classroom that they decided to meet in, he saw Hinata already sitting down, so he joined him, opening his lunch. Hi Yamaguchi. Hey. Why did you ask me to have lunch together? Just wondering. Well, okay, so, I don't really know how to say this. But, I need help with something. Okay. What is it? Hinata was really curious to know what was making Yamaguchi struggle this much, so he inquired. The thing is, I like Tsukkiyama but I don't really know how to confess, and so I was hoping you could help me. Yamaguchi said that in one breath, blushing a bit from the confession. Oh wait, really? You like Tsukkiyama? Hinata never thought he would hear that. Well yeah, and since you and Kageyama are like a thing, I figured you might be able to help me. Wait, me and Cage that king? Ha ha ha, never. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well yeah, and since I thought you guys were together already, I guess one of you has yet to confess. Don't remind me, it's hopeless for me. Hinata sighed while laying his head on the table. Yamaguchi laughed at the situation that they had found themselves in. So I'm guessing you won't be able to help me. Yeah, sorry, the only thing I can say is to go for it before it may be too late. Okay, that's fine, thanks anyways, we should keep eating then. They both kept eating while talking, until the bell for class had rung, signaling lunchtime was over. That same night Yamaguchi got a text from an unexpected sender. Opening the message from Reki, he read it. Hey, we need to talk, can we meet at the usual park? Yamaguchi had pushed his friendship problems to the back of his head, so now that he has to actually confront them, he was a ball of nerves. All sorts of thoughts crossing his mind. He had no idea how to confront this issue. Sure. Yamaguchi texted back. He had to face Reki whether he liked it or not. So he took his skateboard and headed towards the park. He was even more nervous now, but he wants to fix this problem. He doesn't want their friendship to end abruptly with no explanations. Yamaguchi was determined to try and fix this. Once he reached the park, he spotted Reki sitting on a bench. Hey. Reki shyly waved at Yamaguchi once he saw him. Hey. There was a second of awkward silence. Well, they both tried to speak but had accidentally talked at the same time. Oh, sorry, you go first. Okay. Well, I'm not the best with words, but I still wanted to talk to you about this. I consider you my best friend and I hadn't really realized this until recently, but I've been acting in such a horrible way towards you. And everyone else too. And I shouldn't have done that, cause now I realize how stupid I was acting. So I wanted to say that I'm really sorry for treating you this way and I hope you can forgive me because I really don't want to lose you as my friend. Reki said in one breath as he lowered his head. He really did feel bad about this whole thing. Reki had wallowed himself in self-pity way too much, to the point he was oblivious of the way he was treating his friends. Oh, Yamaguchi's eyes teared up a bit from relief. He was so glad that his friend didn't hate him, that he wasn't going to lose his friendship over a misunderstanding. I forgive you. I'm really glad you're telling me because I actually thought you had finally gotten tired of me. Haha, but it's fine now, I'm glad we're still friends. Hey, we're best friends for life, we're not getting rid of each other that easily. Reki laughed with Yamaguchi, both of them feeling happy that their friendship was back to normal now. So, I'm more worried about why you acted that way. Is everything okay? Oh well, yeah, I'm much better now. What had happened was, Reki started telling Yamaguchi the whole story, about how he felt inferior to all the other skaters, about how he was never able to catch up to Lenga, and how lost he had felt during that time. He just had forgotten why he skated in the first place. Reki told him the whole issue from start to end. "I now know that I should have talked to one of you, and that would have helped, but I didn't and I regret that. It's okay, I'm just glad you're doing better now, and if you ever need help again you can always talk to me or the other guys too. Yeah, thanks. Oh, also." Reki took a pause. He scratched his head laughing awkwardly while he blushed a bit. "And I are kind of a thing now," Reki half whispered, fearing a bad reaction from his friend even though he knew that wasn't going to be the case. "Wow, really? Congrats man. Ah, thanks, but I never would have guessed. Although, now that I think about it you two were getting awfully close lately." Yamaguchi teased Reki, making a pensive face. Well, yeah, it just kind of happened. You know, after stuff and other stuff happened." Reki was flustered not knowing how to answer Yamaguchi's teases. "Oh, I remember something. I need you to tell me, how did Lenga confess?" "Wait, what makes you think Lenga was the one who confessed?" "Man." Yamaguchi looked at him with a dumbfounded face. "We're talking about you here. Confrontation doesn't seem to be your forte. Ouch. Okay, I deserve that. But still it could have been me. Was it you though?" "No." Reki pouted not wanting to admit Yamaguchi was right. "Anyways, so how did he do it?" "Well he just..." Reki stopped as he realized something. "Why are you so interested to know? Got a crush on someone?" Reki thought it was his turn to tease Yamaguchi but the latter completely shut him down with his confidence. "Actually yeah, that's exactly it." "Wait really? I was just teasing you. I didn't think it was actually true." "Well yeah, I do like someone but I have no idea how to confess." Yamaguchi sighed as he remembered his confession dilemma. "Okay then in that case, let me tell you what happened with Lenga was. I hope that helped. I'm not really an expert at these things." Reki laughed. "It did. I actually have an idea on how to confess. Thanks. Yeah, anytime man. I have to get going now. See ya at school." "Alright, see ya." They both did their signature handshake and then left their own ways, heading back to their houses since it was really late now. As Yamaguchi rode on his board he thought about his idea on how to confess. "Do it this Monday. No backing out," he said out loud trying to encourage himself. But the more he thought about it the more his nerves and excitement rose up. Mainly it was the nerves though. Monday came around faster than Yamaguchi hoped for but as he had promised himself, he walked into the school with determination. Ready to ask Tsukkiyama. Ready to confess. But his plans quickly came tumbling down when Tsukkiyama had obviously avoided Yamaguchi, even somehow blending in with the crowd. One could tell the amount of effort Tsukkiyama was putting into hiding from Yamaguchi. After all, it's really hard to blend in when you're 190 centimeters, 6 feet 2.8 inches tall. This continued for the following 3 days. Every chance he got Tsukkiyama rushed to get away from Yamaguchi, or acted as uninterested as he could. It had started to hurt Yamaguchi really badly. Why was Tsukkiyama doing this? They might not have confirmed mutual feelings, but at the very least they were still close friends, or at least Yamaguchi considered them to be so. Yamaguchi needed to do something. He needed to stop this. And so he did. That same Thursday he finally caught Tsukkiyama in a tight spot, and after a brief discussion, thanks to the bell, they both ended up deciding to meet after school. Which was great, Yamaguchi thought. They'll finally be able to talk. That's all for now. I'm really sorry for my long absence. I'm trying to work on these as fast as I can but it's taking me a bit of time. Part 9 will be out in a few days. I'll try to finish it within next week, so look out for that. Next part will be the final part to this series, but don't worry I'll talk a bit more about my future plans in the next part so please feel free to stay. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. See you all next time.
Later, okay?